have two fantastic new characters that we're introducing, especially the governor. And he's a character from the comic book, a very complicated character. He's a hero to himself and a villain to many people, and there's going to be a building conflict between him and Rick Grimes. He's played by the fantastic British actor David Morrissey. And then another one of my favorite characters we're introducing, also from the comic book, is the character of Michonne. And I like to call her the probably the most iconic, kick-ass, katana-carrying, sword-wielding female character ever. And she's being brought to life by Danai Gurira, who's an African-American woman who actually grew up in Zimbabwe. So we really do have an international flavor for the show. If we are to be true to Robert Kirkman's comic book, unfortunately the body count for characters we love is pretty high. And we do change it up. So there are characters who are still alive in the comic book that we've sadly put to rest. And there are characters who are still alive in our show that have died in the comic book. But no, it's, you know, there is the threat from walkers, from the zombies, and also from the humans that they might encounter. And it just wouldn't be believable if every one of our fantastic cast survived. The general rating success, or even critical success, of most genre shows has been fairly limited. And you know, there are a few exceptions to that, like True Blood. But for the most part, your expectation is that, you know, if you hit maybe 2 million viewers, and that's essentially what AMC normally gets in that range. No one expected 5 million, or even the season finale last season was 9 million. And that far exceeded any of our not only expectations, but hopes and dreams. Fox International Channel is the best possible partner. And I've been in the entertainment business for a long time, and what they bring to the show, their understanding of the show, their commitment before they'd even seen an episode, just based on reading scripts, to acquire the show and to commit to launching in 130 countries within the same week of the US premiere, shows not only their faith, but their foresight. Well, the interesting thing is that Robert Kirkman's underlying comic book, The Walking Dead, is also a huge success. And, you know, the fans care very deeply about it. The 100th issue is now the best-selling comic book in 15 years, outselling Marvel in DC. Over 350,000 comic books were sold. And it would be a very difficult decision on what to change if it were not for the fact that Robert Kirkman is not only an executive producer of the show, but in the writer's room, part of that discussion about what to keep, what to change, and what to invent. And with his blessing, I think that the fans accept those changes. AMC is also very bold in that they roll the dice on their programming, on things that other networks haven't done before, which is, of course, the same is true for Fox International. And, you know, people were wondering, given the dark and graphic nature of the comic book, would it transition into a television series? And successfully. And the truth is that if it hadn't been for the support of AMC and Fox International, if we had done a watered-down version, I don't think it would have been the success that it is. We've never once gotten a note to tone it down.